Good morning, AO. This is Shelley Merrell coming to you from Ventura, California. I've been having trouble trying to get my stuff set up right and lighting and all that. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm here to answer some questions. I hope everybody's doing good. Let me see here. I'm going to just start off with the first question from Eric Blandino. Hi, Eric. Hope to see you soon. Question. Do I need and what are the pros and cons of having both personal and or business credit as a business owner? And how can I use credit for my benefit? Description. I haven't owned a credit card since 1998. I have bootstrapped my business from the beginning. If I need to buy a vehicle, equipment, materials, coaching, or invest in a new team member, I need to make sales and save. If I don't have the money, then I can't afford it, is the mentality I was raised with. At what point in the entrepreneur journey is credit recommended to grow your business? What does one utilize credit for growth? Or how does one utilize credit for growth? We're currently a $400K a year business. And what perks could I benefit from by using credit cards or lines of credit? They are a rat exclusion service. We're in the business of giving people their homes back from the invasion of rats. Okay, so this is a really, really good question, and I have some experience I can share in this. A few years ago, we had a drop in sales, and I was very, very concerned about whether or not I would be able to make payroll. And what ended up happening, because we didn't have a good banking line of credit, I ended up getting sucked into using a company called On Deck, and they were great as far as if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have kept the business going. The problem is that the interest rate was so high that I got sucked into this cycle and kept having to renew to fund our business, and ended up paying a lot of money in interest. So it is good to have that credit available just in case you need to use it. Obviously, being debt free is a whole other mindset, and that's also a good thing depending on how you look at it. I was able to dig out of that on debt cycle, on deck, and now I have a cushion in the bank in savings that will support our future growth and funding the materials for our jobs and stuff. One thing I do use, because our guys out in the field often have to go and buy parts for jobs, like they might go to Home Depot or somewhere. So they all have a company credit card. I use Capital One. Capital One gives me rewards, and I end up buying all kinds of different things for the office by using my rewards. If they're going to have to buy those parts anyway, it's a great way to get free money, basically. If you have a credit card and you can be using it for certain charges during the month and then pay that balance off every month, it really is a benefit to have. I've bought all kinds of things with my rewards through like our rewards hook up with Amazon, so I order office stuff and all kinds of things, and I end up just using my rewards as that getting that cash back. So that is a benefit. It's only a benefit if you pay it off every month though, and don't end up in that perpetual debt. So that's kind of how I use it. As far as for growing your business, there's lots of books out there that will guide you on basically using other people's money to grow your business. And Michael Lecter had even written a book on, I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's something OPP, other people's, or OPM, other people's money. I'll take a screenshot of that book and send that to you, so that might be a resource you could use. But there are ways of leveraging that I'm not an expert in, but I can tell you that many people are expert in that. Tyler McBroom, Joel Gandara, they know how this all works too. But I'm not an expert, but I will get that information for you. So I hope that helps. I do love our credit card account and have gotten lots of benefits from that. But it's, again, you got to pay it off every month. Hi, Sean. Yep, got my hoodie on. Oh, you can't see it very well. My Most Will I Will hoodie. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, the next question is from Jonathan Jean-Baptiste. Hi, Jonathan. Asked, how do I determine what type of life insurance I should have? Business description and background of question. I'm a residential real estate agent. I'm looking to maximize my money for future investments. I hear life insurance is a way, but I'm not sure what type will work best for me. Do you view life insurance as an investment vehicle, or how do you view it, and how do I know if it's appropriate for me? My experience in life insurance is whole life. When my son was born, I got him a whole life insurance policy, and that basically means that as long as you're paying the premiums, you have this insurance for your whole life, as opposed to term life, where you, and I've learned this the hard way, with term life, you'll say it's a 5-year term, you'll be guaranteed that premium for 5 years, and if you die within that 5 years, then you get the benefit. Looking back in my experience, I really wish at a younger age I had gotten a whole life insurance policy, mainly because as you get older, those premiums keep going up. And right now, like our premiums, my husband and I both have life insurance that's basically for if one of us dies, then the other one will get that money to pay bills and or pay off the house or pay off the company debt or whatever the case may be. But the premiums are crazy. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to hang on to that. So I'll be out looking for other alternatives as well. Life insurance is really comes into play if you have a family. I don't know if you have a wife and kids, or if you're a single guy or whatnot. But it doesn't, unless it's a whole life policy that is, sorry, I'm losing my words, that is building a cash, something that you know, if you surrender it, then you would get cash out of it. If you are doing that, then it can be a benefit to you, because you can at some point cancel that life insurance later down the road and get that cash back. But in my opinion, it might not be the best investment if somebody is single, has no kids, has no heirs to leave things to. But that's just my own point of view. I would definitely consult with a insurance broker who is a specialty person in life insurance. But again, in my experience, whole life is the way to go. I started a policy when my son was born. The premium is $20.19 a month. And I forget what he's at now, but he's 24 now, and it has grown significantly, and he doesn't even know about it. So at some point, he could cash that out or sell that policy and get that money, just as a way. But if something were to happen to him, then I'm the beneficiary, and I would receive the benefits. So there's lots of ways of looking at that, but I would definitely consult with a life insurance broker for sure. I hope that helps a little bit. That's my experience anyway. Okay, so my third and last question is from Cliff Pollard. I think I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. When it comes to daily and weekly huddles and team meetings, is the process and flow the same for a company of 2 versus 20? I had a great AO Zoom call about team building, daily huddles, and leadership meeting. We are currently only a team of 2 and are looking at how to run our meetings and if we even need them for our small team. Love the daily huddle AO resource as a start, but just seems we might need something a little more for our team of 2. Are we overthinking it? Daily huddles are a great habit to get into. It kind of keeps you grounded, keeps everybody grounded and focused on what they need to be doing. So if you're a team of 2, getting that habit started early on is great. It's much harder to implement it once you've got 20 employees that are used to not having them, and then having them get into that habit is kind of difficult. I've had trouble with that with my people. I've got a bunch of technicians in the field. They're like construction type guys. They don't want to do these at all. Like, they don't want the huddles at all. So if you can develop that habit from the beginning, it is great. One thing that is a great way of doing it with just a team of 2, if I were doing a daily 10-minute, 15-minute meet, I would go over what's one thing good going on, what's one thing bad going on, and what's a goal I want to achieve today. Or if you decide to do weekly, it'd be the same thing. What's something good that's been happening, what's something bad that's been happening, and what's a goal. Those seem to be the 3 things that are the best way to bring cohesiveness and discussion and kind of share without sharing everything you've got going on, because that can get very time consuming. That those 3 items are a good way to keep you grounded and focused and kind of know what each other's doing and where they might need some help. Those are my 3 questions. I see Rosalie is on here. Hi, Rosalie. I can't wait to see you again. Those are my questions, and if anybody has anything they want to discuss outside of this, you definitely can get a hold of me at any time through the group. I hope you all have a great month.